Hey guys, Ross here from Biker Talk. So I've just picked up the BMW S1000R 2025 model. Going to go for a bit of a blat and let you know what I think of this new model from BMW. Let's go. As soon as the lights change. I'm not going anywhere until they do. First thing I noticed was how narrow this bike is. I don't know if you can see that. Let me perk that camera down. I was expecting this to look and feel a lot like the M1000R, but this is a lot more narrow than the M1000. I mean, the M1000R's got the wings out the side, but this whole front fairing feels a lot more narrow than the M1000R. So put the camera back up. So that's my first thing. The bike doesn't feel anywhere near as big as it looks. On top of that, these handlebars don't feel as wide as the M1000R. Now, I haven't looked up any specs yet. I could be wrong, but the bars don't feel anywhere near as wide as the one on the M1000R. And the other thing is, I'm not really feeling any vibrations through the bars, which I know has been a complaint about some of the older models of the S and the M, and I think particularly the M. A few little vibes through the bars. Now, I didn't really notice it when we rode that bike. They were there, but very minor, and it wasn't really an issue. But I'm not really feeling any on this one, so maybe they are slightly different bars. Now, I didn't think BMW could make their nav mount phone thing look any worse, but they have. So well done there, guys. That thing is ugly, and I will not be using it. And it's actually blocking the screen a little bit. And I imagine if you had a phone there or a nav there, yeah, it would be blocking a bit more. So I don't think that's a great design having that there. Piss it off, I reckon. We don't need it. And if you want it, stick it somewhere else or buy a different bike. One spec I do know about this bike, 170 horsepower, which is down on the M1000R, down about 40 horsepower. 170, still plenty. I think I'm going to be fine with that on this commute where I'm literally doing 60 k's an hour. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is 170 horsepower enough? I reckon it probably is. So like all BMWs, this one's fully tricked up. So we've got cruise control, we've got a quick shifter, you know, you've got a few riding modes. What other modes actually? Where's my mode button over there? What have we got? We've got Dynamic Pro, which is programmable, rain and road. So I'm going to leave it back in Dynamic because I like Dynamic. Tend to ride most of them in Dynamic. TFT looks great, standard TFT. Bike feels really familiar. And that's the, I say that a lot about these BMWs when I jump on them, probably because I ride so many of them and because I own two of them. But it feels really, it's a really familiar place to be on this bike. Okay, that quick shifter is awesome. Which I really shouldn't find surprising. And the engine's great as well. I really do like this inline 4 from BMW. It's a powerful engine, but it's also controllable. It doesn't feel like it's going to rip your arms off. I mean, it will. But it doesn't feel like it always wants to be revved out to the max. What is it? Red line's at about 11,000, 12,000 RPM. Won't be going that quick. But here I am, like I'm doing 65 Ks, 63, 60 Ks, fifth gear, 2,500, maybe 3,000 RPM. The bike feels really composed. It's not labouring. Yeah, this inline 4 litre bike, it's a great engine. So what do we think of the looks of this bike? I'm not a massive fan, got to be honest. I was just chatting to Dean from Bike Biz. That little bit of green on the subframe, not sure what that's about. It's kind of the only spot the green appears, and a little bit of graphic on the fairing. I'd like to see a little bit more of that green, maybe like a little section of the wheels, a little bit more of that green on the fairing. kind of where it is, it just sort of stands out, and not in a good way. So for me, it's a bit of a thumbs down on the looks, unfortunately. Even though I do like the blue looks good. But let us know, do you ride an S1000R? What do you think of the looks? I'm sure if you do own one, you probably do like the looks of it. But let us know in the comments. Okay, so in terms of ergonomics, I feel like I'm a little bit more leant forward than I'd like to be. I would prefer maybe a little bit higher on those bars. It's quite a bend at my knee, which is not too bad. It's not uncomfortable, the bike, but it's not as comfortable as I would like. And the seat is quite firm. So I'm not sure how that would go sort of long-term living with it. It is really a firm seat. Where's this dude going? He's going up there. Cool, we'll just keep going around. So this is just a first ride review, first impression. We are going to get Tegan and LuKas on this, and we will do a full review on the channel, and we'll tell you all the specs and all that sort of stuff. So the front brake on this is amazing. I just tested it out back there. It's incredible. To be expected, I suppose. So thanks for stopping by. As I said, we are going to do a full review of this bike with Tegan and LuKas. We'll cover all the specs and all that sort of stuff. I reckon I need to get it out and do a decent ride on it to see, you know, to really get to know it. If this is the first time you've seen our videos, we don't just do first ride reviews, we do reviews, we do rider stories. Head over to the website as well, bikertalk.com.au. We've got a stack of stuff for sale. And a lot of the gear we have on there for sale, we actually use. So things like shark helmets, I wear a shark helmet. We are about to start stocking Bell stuff, jackets. I've been wearing a Bell stuff Brooklands for years, and I absolutely love it. Yes, they're expensive, but my God, they last, and they look great, and they're comfortable. So we've got Brooklands in, we've got some stuff from Bering and Segura as well. I've got a couple of Segura jackets, which I love. So check out that. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.